Check 1 2. this waiting bores me. I won't be halted. We do it my way. Battles await. Onwards!
A jittery old man, swallowed clothes, shuffles towards you. His gray hair is unkempt and continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen as he tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog. Creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting from seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who could cast evil eyes. Move along, old man. We give no alms. One more word and I'll kill you. Bulldog barks loud, while cunning one readies to bite. Cunning, short, but stubborn. He is now in an ancient tomb that lies south of the trading post, searching for greater power that once gave joy, and now brings only death. You don't want my nonsense? Then you'll hear sobs and screams. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by the unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. I warned you.
You cannot stand against me.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Tartusio. A gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartusio, who you know from your time in Rostov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Sir Tartuccio, I may serve you, but I am no one's slave. We do what we can, but it is no simple feat to find an unknown object in a vast dungeon.
Digging through a dusty dungeon, searching for I don't know what, and all this frowning. Scold, scold, scold. This is not how I imagined adventures with the future Baron. What am I ever going to write my book about? How we labored to open a chest filled with dust?
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools! Looks like someone's grown fond of an imaginary crown. Over here, you fools! Front and center! Cover my retreat!
I'm losing my temper.
What for Gorham?
Heal me, quickly.
Get me, Gorham!
This is for the end.
This can't be over.
All this waiting bores me. Battles await.
What you want?
Request. This body holds no more. Speak. State your desire.
Battles await.
I need a challenge.
Let me...
Sir
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact, look...
Stand against me.
I won't be halted. All this waiting bores me. Let's move already.
I will grant your request.
Over there! No one stands in my way. Pay attention.
Let's go.
Got it! I'm losing
On my way.
temper.
How sweet, the first breaths of fresh air after the stale, damp stiffness of the tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies, and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartusio and his companions had gone cold. But we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up since whoever had last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried-up bed of River Yore. But what's this? The edge of the grass was trampled down, and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We stumbled upon a fresh battlefield. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully, and the brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. And here, the claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean, and more, these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled onto... The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up on a steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as two tall men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking route stuck out of the ground from the top. Mobility 11. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the route. Failed. After tugging on the root, Genius Anus took a deep breath and grabbed it with both hands and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with his feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both his hands, he climbed higher and higher. Only his heavy breathing and faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope and the root began to slide from the ground. With a loud groan, the gully crust started to collapse and Genius Anus rolled back down, head over heels. A landslide fast behind him. More and more soil cascaded down, and our helpless companion was all but buried, head to toe. We rushed to dig him out. Luckily, digging the loose soil was quick work, and in a moment we pulled him out. Dirty, scared, but happily unscathed. After recovering our senses, we clambered up the slippery slope, but the trail had washed away. Oh, well, fuck.
Each step brings us closer to the end. Over there! All this waiting bores me.
That is possible.
Rotus follows in my steps. Pay attention!
How curious.
I just can't. Done! A waste of my time. I just can't. Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Scared? You should be.